Hey there, you beautiful people. Yes, it's me, Stephanie. I am wearing a wig and fabulous earrings and a sequin shirt because we are going pink, pink goddess tonight. And when I say pink, pink goddess, I don't mean the pink naturally occurring in my face. Hi, Rachel. We're going to create the pink that you would have on your face if Eve hadn't sinned. Okay? So, Beauty Blender Sponge is wet and has been wrung out. Hi, Vicki. And I'm going to go into Shinto 2 and Ivory. This is our botanical wax-based foundation. Very different than anything you've probably ever used before. Oh, hang on, let me primer. It's like a wake up. I should tell my husband to wake me up with this in the morning. Just spray this stuff on my face. Woo! Okay. So a couple of dabs into each of those colors is about right for me right now. In the summertime, I'm more of just Shinto 2. And I'm betting by next month I'll be pretty much just Ivory. But you can see that's gonna, hey Sandy. Hello, Vicki, are you back from Vegas? How was it? So I am wearing a wig, and so with these kind of inexpensive wigs, you really should have some sort of headband or something on because you can kind of tell right there. But if I didn't mention it, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have noticed. All right, see all that pink is about to go bye-bye. Kind of twisting that sponge in a little bit. Don't forget the extra little weird places around your nose, inside your nostril, all those things that everybody else sees that you don't always see. I did do my brows before we got started. And I put my eyelashes on because you'll know I suck at doing that on camera. And I didn't want to take time. This is going to be a fairly time-consuming tutorial. So anyway, what was your favorite part of Vegas, Vicki? What did you love the most? Food, entertainment, gambling? Did you win? Were you there for a convention? Still see a little bit of pink poking through here. Okay. Bring it down onto the neck and move on to our second layer, which is our Zero Concealer, using both fingers. Start at the tear duct, down to the nostril, and spread it out. It should seem a little lighter than you feel comfortable with. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Deborah. Oh my gosh, you would be so proud of Ridgely tonight. They won their basketball game. She scored. She had an assist. She blocked. She was like on fire. Parents were telling Jim all night long how amazing her progress has been since she's never played before. The world of concrete. Wow, Vicki, that sounds really awesome. Thank God it was in Vegas. All right. I'm going to do one more layer just to get that nice bright. We want to try to blend the soft tissue with the firmer tissue so that they're kind of the same color. Sorry, y'all, this wig is tripping me out. You can see how if I press too hard, I can leave a mark. So the the patting and gentle pulling and this kind of quick motion is very important. You can totally mess this up. All right, now I am trying to decide if I should set now or set later. I think I'm gonna set later. So we're going to be doing quite a bit of crazy colors on the eyes, mostly pink. Did I wear my wig to the basketball game? Alicia, really? No, I have never worn this out of the house. This is live only, for your eyes only. For one thing, it's incredibly hot. I wish that I could, you know, pull this off, but no, not unless it was a bachelorette party or some kind of other silliness, but not gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna use a primer by Mary Kay, actually. This is an old eye primer that I have, and when I'm doing a lot of different color, I find that this one's just a little bit more sticky, and so things tend to shift and they'll hold a little bit better. Now I'm using a dry finger to sort of absorb off any excess product. There are lots of good eye primers out there, and our concealer works great as an eye primer if you have dry eyelids, but if they're oily, I wouldn't really recommend it. Okay, so a little bit of eye primer on. Whew. Okay, I feel like Cher. Whew. And number 11 brush, always what I go for. And I have my iPad pulled up back here with the look that I'm going for. Did y'all see the graphic that I did on Facebook? So we're going for this. So it's very dark, but pink is the pop of color, not just because of her hair, but because of what's outlining those darker colors. So this is my inspiration. I'm not gonna work to copy that exactly, but I'm kind of looking at that for inspiration. I also have pulled out a few colors that I don't normally use, like, where's my Midnight palette? Here it is, way in the back of the drawer. And I have got a hot pink shadow from my old pro kit, and I'm going to use a little bit of that. I dug into Ridgely's makeup and pulled out a few random shimmery pinky things. She's got some glitter stuff that I'm going to work with a little bit. This purple crazy pin that I may play with. Just gonna have some fun tonight. Nothing serious, and just going for it. So, I mean, I'm wearing a wig, so I can't really take myself too seriously. But the base of this is going to be a dark brown. So I am going to use my eyeshadow palette. Just share your video. Let them know you appreciate it. Thank you for sharing my video. You're cackling. Why are you cackling? Is this funny? This is not supposed to be funny. This is very serious. Very serious makeup. Did y'all notice my earrings? They're vintage. They're beautiful. Okay. Hi, Kathy. All right. So I'm going with the darkest brown we have, which I think is Brownie Points. I don't really know the name of these things anymore. And I'm going to not go all the way in. I'm just going to kind of stay on the outside. And when I get to the outside, start to kind of push in. Just kind of layering on some color. We are going to bring this out quite a bit, but I'm going to do that after I get it on. It's a little safer to start pushing your boundaries once you have gained your confidence. So I'm going to go under here. Lord, I can't even see which one I'm using. You see that get on my eye? It'll work its way. If you blink a few times, it'll work its way to the middle and clean it out, and then you're good to go. All right, now on the outside, I'm gonna start to connect these two and round it out a little bit and bring it pretty low. My eyes are watering just a little bit, so I'm gonna wipe off my towel. You can see that I'm making little fingerprint marks because I haven't set the concealer and the foundation yet. I'm going to do that later when I can clean it up, go back and add a little bit more, and make sure that it's nice and clean. All right, now I want this to kind of come to an end about right where my eyebrow tail ends. We're at 7 people. Come on, I want 50, y'all. Everybody else has 50. Do I need to do more stupid stuff? What do I need to do? All right, I'm gonna go up past the crease and to try to darken this little part that kind of hangs over right here. I'm only going to lift my chin like this for just a few minutes, and then I'm going to go back to looking at myself kind of dead on so I see what everybody else sees. Hi, Abby. Hi, Bridget. And I'm going to go over that fatty part that droops just a little bit because that is going to basically erase that droopy lid. Okay, now I've stretched it out quite a bit, and I kind of have this little point that I'm coming to out here that kind of lines up with the tail of my brow, no further than that. All right, now let's see if we can copy that on the other side without totally screwing it up. Just packing it on first. Just place color. When you get to the end, start pulling the brush this way. I'm not going all the way to the tear duct because that's where the pink goes. But these darker colors do a better job of sort of transforming what's there. And if I want to make my droopy lids look like they're disappeared, I need these dark matte colors to work for me in the areas that are just a little more tricky. All right, little on the bottom. This goes right on top. I'm gonna move this out of the way for just a second. Can't see your comments right now, I'm sorry. You can see the concealer is starting to set in the fine lines. That's okay, because it's not going anywhere. We're gonna clean that up and kind of push it out, and then we're gonna set it in the end so that we can clean up fallout. I'm just kind of making this little C shape out here. All right, pull back and judge for consistency, which I think we're okay. And that's layer number 1. So now we've got some darkness pulling around our eyes, and now we're going to take it a little bit further. And I'm going to use this Ben Nye hot pink color. It's got a little bit of fallout on it, so I'm going to wipe that off. And this is one of those colors you really don't want staining your face, so that's why I haven't set anything yet. We're going to go back and do that later. Okay, here we go. This is really bright stuff. I mean, it's fluorescent. And yeah, I'm going to go for it. Okay, so I'm going to go kind of on top of the brown and just a little bit beyond it. And I am going to pull this all the way in to the middle. Just make a nice little arc that feels kind of natural, a natural movement with your hand. All right. All right, let's do that to the other side. What do y'all think so far? I'm gonna pull the comments back. Nobody thinks anything. Love your earrings. You always have the cutest earrings. I know, but they're not mine. They're Michelle's. They're from the Vintage Bee, where I work on Saturdays. And they do have the cutest earrings and like the most obscene amount. And they're all, I can't say they're all one of a kind, but they're all very unique. There's not like 20 pairs of the same one. They're all handpicked. When she goes to New York, she just handpicks them. Okay, so yes, this does require a little bit of finesse. These are some bold colors we're working with, but it's nothing you can't do. All right, so now we got this pink laid on there, and now I'm gonna do a transition color from the pink to the brow, but not the lightest brow color just yet. So I am going to use our Lottie, what do I do with it? Don't y'all hate when I'm so, oh, here it is right in front of my face. There we go. Okay, so we've got some really bright colors here. And I'm gonna pick the softer of those pinks. And I'm gonna go above that and just add to it. The pigment in these is actually better than the Ben Nye. You can see how much more marker-like it is. And I'm not too worried about it being perfect right now because we're gonna blend, blend, blend. I'm also gonna use just a little bit of this orange and go right along the edge. I'm sure this orange has a color. I mean, a name. It has a color, but it has a name, I'm sure. Okay, now I need a blending brush. I'm going to use this big chubby one because I'm going to go kind of all over these and just sort of go back and forth. This is a totally dry brush, no product on it. And I just want them to all meld happily together so that you can't really see where one starts and the other one stops. I am wearing a pink sequin shirt. Well, it's sort of blush. This is like literally the only pink thing I have. Okay, clean off the brush. Let's go back and do this one. Again, no product on the brush, just a clean, fluffy brush, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that one reached a little bit higher, so we're going to take this one up a notch. Need a tiny bit more pink right here. Okay, now we have to mimic this on the bottom as well. We can't just leave the bottom brown. We really want the brown to kind of disappear. The brown is just there to kind of shape the eyes. It's the absorbing color that's going to do all the work in changing the shape of your eyes. So it's important, but it's really not what we want to show off. So now I'm going to go back over this pink, which is nice, but it looks a little bit like psoriasis. Hi, Erin. So I'm going to go in with a shimmery pearly pink. I have no idea what brand this is. I got it out of my daughter's makeup kit, but it's this kind of purpley pink one. And now we have some fun. I'm just doing a light layer of that kind of right over what I did to transform that from I look like I'm ill to I look like I did this on purpose. Okay, so that's fun. And now I'm going to take this weird gold color and go right in the corner. Doesn't really translate to gold on here, but that's okay. All right. And now we need a brow color to clean up that brow bone and make sure that it is nice and clean. Since we've got so much going on, we're going to keep this pretty neutral. So I'm going to use just our regular seashell pink. Here we go. Now we got to take it downtown. We're going underneath with a little bit of that Ben Nye Hot Pink. You know what? Nope, let's just use the Lottie because it was better. And I have this other hot pink here, so we're gonna just bring that below the brown. Maybe a little much there, but we can clean it up. Okay. A little more on the other side. No, I have no energy at all. Girl, I was practically falling asleep before this. You guys energize me. Y'all make it all worth it. And this is the only time anybody would watch, so. If you gotta have a job and it lasts for an hour a day, it's okay if it's like 9 o'clock at night. No big deal. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with that shimmery pink and give this a little bit of pizzazz. And now I'm just gonna take this a little bit further and bring this down out here. Yeah, my big nights involve, you know what I've been doing lately? I've been watching Lie to Me. Do any of y'all watch that? It's freaking awesome. I love it. And I'm learning, I'm not sure if I'm learning how to lie or how to detect lies, but I'm learning. It's a pretty cool show. Okay, now we just need glitter because we just probably shouldn't have this much pink. This is not glitter, but this is some, that's not really doing much. Cheap shit. Okay. So this has the potential to make my eyes water like crazy. Or not. We'll see. Can y'all see that? It's a pretty pale glitter. It's kind of a white with pink in it, so it would take some patience to kind of layer this on to get a fully glittered effect, but you can definitely see when I move side to side that it's catching the light. And if you want to use glitter, this is the perfect place to do it. It's just right in here on this inside quarter of the lid. Okay, we're glittering. It's very difficult to get out of this. I think my kids have probably pretty much used up all of this glitter. So, not much left to play with. Now I'm going to take this fluffy brush. It is a blender, but it is also really great for small applications of shimmer and sheen. You know what, before I do that, let me go ahead and go back in and set everything with concealer. Going back into number 0 and just add a little bit where my fingers were kind of touching here. It sort of disappeared. I'll use my tapered brush to set that with the setting powder, along with the rest of my face. And it keeps catching all these little hairs. Okay, this is really fun. I don't get to do this very often, so now I have this kind of mix of a bunch of different pinks and shimmers. Falls out, and I'm going to do a little bit of this just kind of right here. I'm just going to rub the brush all over. Can you see that? I don't know. I don't know if it's strong enough. I need more. What do I have? Let's see. We'll try a little bit more. And go back into that pink that I used here. And let's see. I'm even gonna take a tiny bit more of this kind of watermelon color. There we go. It's those really scary steps like that that make such a huge difference. Do you see the difference there? I mean, I could have just completely screwed that up to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take it all off. This just isn't working. But if you're bold, and if you're not going anywhere, why not, right? And, well, see, I screwed it up there. But I can clean it up, no worries. Okay. I'm looking at this picture. I really want more glitter, but I don't have it. So I'm gonna fake it, and I'm gonna use some High Beam by Benefit. I bet you've all tried this. I'm just gonna put a little of that in here. This could be a total disaster, by the way. Never tried this before. That's what this is all about. Me looking completely ridiculous for your benefit. Okay, yes. You see how much more gleamy that is? This is my concealer brush that I don't use for concealer, but I use as an eraser and a all-purpose utilitarian tool. Okay, now we've got some gleam going on there. And I think if I lay a little bit more of that shimmery pink on top of it, we should have some glitter effect. Okay, that's fun. What do y'all think? There's only 8 of you. I really wanted 50 tonight, but I guess maybe the wig turns people off. I don't know. I look kind of old, I know, but it's the only wig I have. Y'all send me another one and we'll try something else. Okay, so contouring. Because my eyes are so crazy pink and sparkly, I am going to use some highlighter real quick. Right here. Right here. Tip of the nose. All right. And then I really like, let's see, hopefully I can find it. I still really like the Hoola by Benefit as a contour color because it doesn't have any shimmer to it. Well, I say it doesn't have any. It doesn't have any compared to what we are using with LimeLight. So it does a little bit more effective of a job of contouring my nose. Do y'all love this color? Oh yeah, somebody loves it. Tenley loves the glitter. Hi, Tenley. It's faux glitter. Okay, and one mistake I keep seeing in y'all's photos, when I do see photos, is that you're contouring this part of your nose and then you're dropping off and leaving kind of a big white triangle here. The contour needs to come onto the bulb of the nose, especially this part right here needs to have a little bit of color on it so that light doesn't bounce off of that curve. Hairline. I'm going to move these so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just bringing that color, kind of have to layer it on, it's not very dark. Woo! Okay. And I think we are ready to do some liner. This is definitely going to need some liner. And make that little point in the corner and just draw this along. I'm not too worried about it having any tail on the end. I'm really just setting that lash line and making sure that it's nice and dark. So when I get into the inside, I'm just gonna go a little beyond so that I have that little point right there. Again, not worried about a tail at all, or wing, sorry. Oh, blush, my gosh. I'm looking at my face going, what is missing? I keep thinking it's just the hair throwing me off. It's not. Okay, number 4 blush. Topped with some shimmer. All right. And mascara. So who's going to be wearing this tomorrow, like to your kid's soccer game? Anyone? No? Thank you for sharing, Michelle. You're a good friend. when you're wearing false lashes, you really want to focus on getting mascara on your own lashes so that you're pushing them into the false lashes and kind of making them one. Sometimes I'll even go in and squeeze them together. You see that? Woo! The benefit of false lashes is not always to add more length and, God, there's a hair somewhere. Thickness. Some of you have length and thickness, but what most of us don't have in our natural lashes is the curve upward that creates exaggerated femininity in the cheekbones. So sometimes the lashes are worth wearing just for that curve. That curve right there. Oh, yeah. I'm an artist, all right. And we're going to do some on the bottom, but I like to use a separate brush. You're the artist, girl. I'm blown away. And I keep coming up with all these projects for you to do, like painting the word pantry on my curtain that hangs over my pantry. I like to use a little brush for this because this big guy is just too much for these little babies. All right, that really helps complete the look. But the lips are gonna bring it all together and make it worthwhile to have on this ridiculous wig. Although it's not that ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of this gray color. I chose that on purpose because I really like that, those really cool tones. Like, I would love it if I had the guts to like dye my hair this kind of platinum color, and if I thought it was actually possible to get that right away. Oh, my lip liner pencil is out. I know I have another one somewhere, but there's no telling where, oh, where has my baby gone? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna find it. Okay, so I need to stop putting that in there because I keep forgetting that it doesn't have anything left in it. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys all 10. Oh, we have 10. Which color? So we're gonna go hot pink, or should I mix this with some of, thank you, Natalie. The wig is growing on you. Yeah, it takes some time. Jim is still kind of like, I can't look at you. I do need a pink wig. Should we do hot pink lips, or should I mix this with some foundation and do a really pale pink lip with a heavy gloss? Glossy, bright. Glossy, bright. Yeah, they're both pink, Michelle. Which one? Glossy or bright? While I'm waiting for y'all to respond, I'm going to take, you know what? I'm not going to use high beam. I'm going to use my little crystal-y color in here to do the icing. Anybody remember what the icing is? The icing on the cake. So, right here, right here, right there, right there. Bright, hot pink. Hooker bright, hot, bright. Okay, clearly no one is in the mood for glossy fairy lips. All right, here we go. Hooker them up. This will be fun. I'm going to show you all a really cool trick. Okay, since I have no liner, I am going to use a lip brush, and this takes some time and I can't talk while I'm doing this, so please forgive. A lip brush is always going to do a better job of pushing it into little crevices. This is one of our lipsticks, not a enduring lip color. And I chose that on purpose. We have the Cupcake enduring lip color that is very similar, but it dries quicker, and so I don't have as much time to do this. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to use my same lip brush. I'm going to go back into that crazy pink shimmer eyeshadow. And I'm going to highlight it. Like Cupid's bow. And then right here. I feel like a really old Stevie Nicks. Well, she is pretty old. I'll tell you what I feel like I want to do. Y'all tell me if you think this makes a big difference, but here is what I would change as I'm looking at this. I would take my number 11 brush and some of that same dark brown shadow, and I'm going to build this up a little bit more and stretch it out a little bit more. I think you need a name for each persona with your makeup look. Would you like to be in charge of naming them? I know you like to be in charge of stuff. What would you name this one? You'll see the difference there. I just lengthened my eye quite a bit by creating obscurity as to where my lashes end. Like here, it's pretty clear. You can see them. But when you draw that darkness out further, nobody really knows where your lashes end. Maybe they go all the way to your ear. Come on, Alicia, I need a name. Whoa, got a little out of control there. Clearly have not had enough wine. Blends right away. All right, a little bit more obscurity out here. There we go. A little happier. That is a huge responsibility. Stevie Nicks Unicorn. Yeah, you're gonna have to try harder than that. Yeah, it really does make a huge difference. I don't know, it just does. Okay, so is there anything else I need to add except for how to get these earrings, which is to message me. They are so pretty. They're like jade and rose quartz. All right, Cotton Candy Princess. I am liking that. Alicia, you've got some competition. All right, what do y'all want to see next? Hi, Patricia. Hi, Tracy. Oh my gosh. Are you wondering what the hell I'm doing? We were doing a hot pink look tonight, and not sure how I really feel about it, because probably too old for this to be anything close to age appropriate. But it is super fun, and I hope that it gives you guys a, I don't know, the balls to just try something different that you don't normally do. I mean, why not? We're just hookering it up, right? So, just gonna gloss this up. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But I love it. I need to know the audience. I can give a not so PG name. I don't think anybody here, Bubblegum Genie. Michelle's good at this. Maybe we should give the job to Michelle. But I don't think that anybody here is sensitive. I'll let you know if my pastor's wife is watching or something. But anyway, this was fun. It's totally not me, and I'm gonna go wash it off immediately after I take a picture, of course, and then Facetune the shit out of it. So thank you guys for joining in. I love you all to a million little pieces, and I will be back next week. So if you want to come see me at the Vintage Bee, I will be working there tomorrow, and there is some seriously cool stuff, namely these earrings and the ones I wore the other night. And oh, y'all are sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So drop by, buy some shit, and hopefully we will see each other in real person before we see each other on FaceTime again. So ciao, love you guys.